Hey, Tanya,
What's up, Jen?
I tell you what's up. Carnival Cruise Line has not only one, but two hot topics going on at the same time.
And we're going to tell you about it, so stay tuned.
All right, so this week Carnival has not one, but two hot topics, and we're going to bring both of them to you. First one is cruising ducks.
Yeah, that's close to my heart. I love the cruising ducks. I know there's some different opinions on that. Some love it, some don't.
Right.
And some are saying, oh, people trip over it, people this, people that. But I think the majority of the people really do love the ducks. We like to hide it, but I think the topic John's going to be talking about
Is
is
about the crew members.
about giving it to the crew members.
Or
I'm all for it.
Right.
I'm all for it. They have families too. They're stuck on these ships. I'm all for it. In fact, we actually bring some for the crew members as well.
So the article came out, and John Hill said, "There's no way, no how, we're not banning cruising ducks on our ship." It's
Not
kind
like
of
Disney did. Disney banned them.
right. So it's kind of a unwritten tradition on Carnival and Royal to bring cruising ducks. It brings joy to small kids, joy to grown-ups.
To me.
Right. And you know what? I find one now and then, and I go, hey, I found a duck.
Yeah.
But the question is this, and some cruise passengers brought this up. They seen some of the crew members taking the ducks, and some of the crew members say, no, they shouldn't. It's not for them. It's for other crew members. And some of the passengers said, no, let them take the ducks.
Okay, and here's where, I kind of have an issue, but I don't because,
Okay.
that's what it's for. I have an issue with, there's many people trying to find the ducks, right? Many people that just really look forward to that. And then you get those that aren't even crew members per se. They're the guests that are finding multiple and multiple and multiple and taking them all. Like, just leave some for other people to find, guys.
Right.
There's just leave some for other people. That's all I'm hoping when I'm hiding mine that you want to find one, two, or three, fine, but leave some.
So this is what one passenger said about hiding the ducks. If any crew member finds a duck, is welcome to it, and I think you feel the same way.
I feel the same. In fact, like I said, I'll hand it
Right.
to them, and they get the biggest smiles.
And we feel the same way. I hope it brings them joy to them, because you got to remember these.
They have kids.
Right.
We talk to many of them who they have kids at home, and that's what they're taking them to, and it does brighten their day.
And a lot of them is on a
they're
contract,
working long hours too.
12 hours, 7 days.
Yeah.
Sometimes maybe 6 days. It all depends.
Yeah.
They get a day off, but a lot of them are on a contract 6 to 9 months.
Yep.
So they're away from their family, away from their country. A lot of them are from the Philippines, India. So you got a mixture. So they put a poll out, and one, it goes like this: A, the crew members should take them if it brings them happiness. Yeah. B, crew members are not allowed to keep them. I guess everyone has their own opinion. And C, I couldn't give a duck.
Couldn't give a duck.
I couldn't give a
You know
duck.
what? I want them to take some. I want to give them some. So we
Right.
always bring extra. In fact, we have one suitcase dedicated to just ducks every
So-
time we go on a cruise.
So my opinion is this: if a crew member wants a duck, as long as they're not throwing them away, let them keep them. If the ducks are not causing an issue,
Yeah, they're not on the floors. They're not on things where people are tripping over them. They're not hurting anyone. And there was someone saying, "Oh, it just causes too much extra trash." I guarantee there's not a duck left on that boat. I'm gonna put him down
okay.
so he can walk around. There's not a duck left on that boat when people are hiding them. I guarantee it. So for those that are saying, "Oh, it's just trash around the ship," no, it's not. I've done this for years with the ducks, and guaranteed
You don't know how many
There's
times.
no extra ducks because even we're looking for ducks from other people. We're looking to find one or two. Each cruise.
You don't know how many times that
not easy to find.
we put a duck out, and we wait a couple minutes, and we hear a little kid, "Oh, Mom, I found a duck," or even an adult. "Ooh,
Yeah.
I found a duck."
Yeah.
So.
Or they watch me because I forget I got the duck backpack.
Yeah.
And I actually, more so than hiding them, I get people that will approach me, and I love it. So if you see me on a cruise and I have my duck backpack, please approach me, ask for a duck. I will be more than happy to give you one.
Yes, Dan. And 26 will give you a duck. So
he's one of our viewers.
Yes, he's going. It just
and our VIP subscribers.
It just happens that he booked the same cruise as us in 2026 on the Panorama, going to Cabo, Mazatlan, and Puerto Vallarta. So that goes out to our subscribers. Let's do it.
Yep.
So, all right. So the next issue, and this is a very hot topic: scooters on cruise ships. Yeah.
And I really thought Carnival, they said they were going to crack down about them leaving those in the hallway like that.
Well,
which I really think I know
I'm going to push a button on this.
Yeah, because there's people that are going to get upset. But
right, but it's a
they're
topic.
Just in the way.
It's a topic that needs to be addressed, and Carnival is trying to address it. Okay, first, Carnival, and I agree with this. If you're on a scooter, it doesn't mean you go to the front of the line. And we've seen that quite a bit, especially if you're at guest services. There's a line. I mean, they got for the diamond and platinum, then you got the blue, red, and gold line. If you're on a scooter, doesn't mean you can take cuts and go in front of everyone. And we've seen that quite a few times.
Because there's many, and I'm not saying all, because there are people that legitimately need a scooter. But there's many people that don't need them. They get those, and they don't really need them. You can see them walking.
So
I mean, I'm a little torn, because if you really need it, yes, you need it.
And that brings up the next subject.
Oh, I jumped the gun.
No, that's all right. Carnival Cruise Line has the most scooters on any cruise line on a ship. John Hild is looking into why so many scooters on a cruise ship. I mean, it is clogging up the area.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're at the buffet, I get it. If you really, because I was on one cruise, and it was the very first cruise after COVID, and that's before my knee surgery, before I got a knee replacement, plus my back was out, and we tried to rent a wheelchair, and
nobody
it's hard.
would let us on the elevator. We get it. We get the people with scooters.
It's tough.
We watch people jump in, and I think that's rude for those that do that. That's rude. You see someone with a scooter, I don't care if they came up after you. Let them on the elevator, because they're just going to wait twice as long and never get on. And if you're the one person that is polite enough to say, "Here, let me hold the door, you take this elevator," for God's sakes, you can get the next one. They have a hard time if there's not more kind people. Hold the door for them, let them get on, and you catch the next one.
Right.
I mean, we wait at elevators. You wait a long time.
I gave up after the first night.
Yeah, we turned it in.
I hobbled.
I know
I didn't
you had
care.
a hard time walking, but you did
I didn't care. Right.
But yeah, we are frustrated with the fact that they are in the hallways. It is hard to get through. The carts for the room stewards trying to clean, they can't get those carts through with the scooters in the hallway. Maybe they need to have like the designated handicap rooms where you can, if you have a scooter, you have to have one of these rooms where they're big enough to put the scooter inside, or make these scooters where they can only be a certain size to come on. Smaller.
And John said, Carnival haven't done enough to address the situation with the scooters, and he's looking into it how they can alleviate, I want to say, the pain, the congestion with the scooters. And it wasn't him. Someone brought up, well, how about you have a medical letter saying that this is the reason why they need a scooter to get around. And I don't want to get into that because
here's my opinion though on medical letters, and let's just put this out there, just because we don't want to say if you have a handicap that no, you shouldn't be doing this or you shouldn't be doing that, because we get it. Okay, so my stepson, who is autistic, when you buy a drink package and when he stays in the room with us, put this with the letter, you can't use a letter to get. He doesn't drink, but we have to buy him the drink package if we buy the drink package because he's in our room with us and he's over 21. But he doesn't drink. So this whole letter thing in Carnival doesn't even allow that. If you get a letter from the doctor stating he doesn't drink,
well, that's
Royal
different.
Caribbean did. Royal Caribbean
but
did
that's
allow
different.
it.
They're saying
Right.
have a doctor letter saying they have a back issue or a walking issue, so to alleviate the congestion of all the scooters.
And I know many people have
And that was
scooters
not from
because they're
Carnival.
overweight and the weight to walk the distances and the, so I get that, or, just other medical conditions that cause that. But
Right.
yeah, they just, it's a lot. It's a lot with the scooters in the way. Or even though we need to respect those in the scooters, the ones in the scooters also need to respect us, because we've had many scooters just zip past us and almost like roll over our feet because they're on a scooter and they think it's owed to them and they have the right to. Remember in the last port we were at, and that one lady and the guy in the wheelchair or the scooter,
Yeah.
literally almost knocked us over trying
Yeah.
to get past us
That's what I'm saying.
to get 2 feet ahead of us. I mean, just respect from both sides is what we're saying.
It's a hot topic.
Yeah, it is.
And I don't
It
want to
is.
sound heartless
No, because
because
we're not. I mean, it's just
right, but it. And the person that brought this up was, I'm not even gonna get into some of it because some of it was nasty. They're too lazy. That's why they get a scooter,
No, you don't
and I'm not
know
gonna get that
what's-
because I do not know other people's medical issues. So I'm not gonna say you're lazy or you're
and it
this
could be
or
a
that.
temporary thing like yours with your knee or
Right.
your back issues.
Right.
I mean, it can be a temporary thing. So we are not knocking those in scooters. We're saying though, if you're expecting respect from us that don't have scooters, show some respect. If you are in a scooter, if
Right.
you're one of those that think you're entitled to just speed past us or run us over.
So I guess the
on
best-
the other hand, like I said,
I guess-
have respect for those going on
Right.
the.
I guess the best way to put it is this. Don't be entitled. That's the scooter
On both sides.
On both sides, the
Both
scooter
sides.
driver or the person in the elevator. Love everyone and help everyone out, and the cruise can go by better and faster without
Yeah,
being
yeah.
congested.
Yeah,
I mean, if you
there's been
see,
many times we've seen scooters and we'll literally hold the door. We'll catch the next one. Or, you do wait a long time for these elevators. So I can only imagine being on a scooter, like when he was in the wheelchair, we just gave up. We couldn't
Yeah.
even get nobody. 2-3 people, 2-3 times the elevator would go up without us, someone jumping in front of us.
and there's no way in hell I was going to miss that cruise. I mean, that was the first cruise back
but
from
you
COVID.
could barely even move.
I
then,
didn't
but
care.
We did it. We did
I
it.
didn't care. I didn't care if I could hardly move. I was
Yeah.
going to go on it. It was the brand new Mardi Gras.
Is that when you had your cane, though? I think you were moving.
I didn't even
around.
have a cane
No,
yet.
you were limping
Yeah.
pretty good, though.
Yeah, I was in rough shape, but you know what? I didn't care. I wanted to go on it. I went on it. I did it. So I understand the people in the scooters because in a couple of the videos when we went to Disney World, I had to bet on a scooter. After my open heart surgery last year, I was on a scooter. So I get it. I get you, scooter people. I really do. I understand.
So we're going to put these 2 questions out there too. One for the duck end of it. What is your opinion on the ducks? Do you think they should be banned? Do you think it should be left alone and let people enjoy themselves? What's your opinion? And please don't be nasty on our channel. If you're going to be nasty about it, I mean, you can disagree and say you don't want the ducks, but if you're going to get nasty, move on to another channel. We don't need the nasty comments. And then your opinion on, the scooters. Should they have to get letters? Should there be a crackdown to them having them in the hallways? I mean, what's your opinion of this?
I think if you're going to open up the letter thing, you open up a can of worms where I don't think Carnival should go because, like you said with Matthew, that, oh, well, then this, that, and this.
Yeah.
The
only good thing is when we went on Royal Caribbean, we didn't even need a letter. We just told them he was autistic. You can clearly, and they wiped out. They didn't charge us for him. But Carnival, no way. They'll charge us. They don't want to hear it.
At one time they used
ifs,
to.
ands, or buts. They're going to charge you. And he does not drink. I mean, they can follow him around. He doesn't drink. So
At one time they used to have that. Then they stopped doing doctor letters.
well, they're just making money for something that it's not right.
Right.
He
And I
can't
guess
drink.
a lot of people took advantage of it. That one person would buy the drink package.
Yeah.
And the other person would drink off it to save money.
Yeah.
They took advantage of the
And there's
situation.
people that do that too.
Right.
So.
But anyways, that's the two hot topics: Scootermobile and
The ducks.
We got duck crisis and Scootergate. So that's the two hot topics.
Give us your opinion. What do you guys think? So
let's see. This is what I think is going to happen. It's going to be too many ducks on a ship. The scooter's going to run them over, and they're both going to get banned.
Well, I'm sorry. My opinion is I love the ducks. You guys that have been with our channel for a while, you know I love my ducks. And I'll tell you right now, when Disney banned ducks, we only been on one Disney cruise, but when Disney banned it, it made me think that less of Disney now. I don't want it. He loves Disney cruises. We differ with that because I don't care if I never go on another Disney cruise, but he loves the Disney cruise. So, I don't. Maybe when I have grandkids one day, but I don't have little ones that enjoy it.
Don't push it, Grandma.
No, not yet. But I'm saying,
yeah,
it might be something if I had little ones that I could enjoy it with. But for me, I'm not a Disney cruise person. It's very expensive too. So.
It is very expensive, and it's
But that's another video in itself.
Yeah, that's another video in itself. So leave your opinion in the comments. If you're Scootergate, or what was the other one? Scootergate and Duck whatever. So
he's just giving them names.
Yeah. All right. So on that note, that's going to bring us to the end of this video, and we'll see you on the next video side.
Yep. And you are entitled to your own opinions when you leave us those comments. So you do not have to agree. So.
That's right.
All right. Take care, all.
All right. Love you.
Bye.
Be safe.
Bye.